Tyler Booker, your rookie right guard, had a decent game this past week against
more than decent.
Jalen Carter.
I love seeing
what, the one false start, and that was about it?
Yeah, I love seeing the isolated stuff after of whether it's a casual or a national or just like, social media. I saw a lot of love to Tyler Booker. I think I saw someone with a viral tweet. It was like Tyler Booker Island, if you will, and it was just him locking up Jalen Carter. And it just made all the memories flash back as I read the comments. And it said, do you remember when every Cowboys fan hated on that pick? I mean, 98% of them.
Tyler Booker?
No, Tyler Smith. I'm thinking it's my bad.
Oh,
Tyler Smith. All the Tylers. But Tyler Smith.
I wasn't here yet, so I don't remember.
Dude, you should have heard, because he had the most penalties. I think it was all holding penalties from Tulsa, like the most penalties in all of college football.
Yeah.
And he drafted him in the first round.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, what are the Cowboys doing? And now
Jerry
he's just been nothing but an all-pro.
Jerry don't care.
And then Tyler Booker, people didn't hate on it, like him personally, but just like, why are we drafting a guard? Even
it's not a sexy pick.
It's not.
Is there anybody that makes drafting guards sexier than the Dallas Cowboys? I mean, seriously, think about it. The last three. I mean, you've literally hit on your last three guards that you drafted.
There's an argument. You have one of, if not the best, guard tandem in the league right now.
I don't think it's an argument at all. Yeah. I mean, I think Tyler Booker, once he gets, I think by the time this season's over, or when you hit that home stretch, second, third week of December, whatever it is, because like you said, he held his own against Jalen Carter and against that Philly front on Sunday. And one of the things, and we talked about this briefly yesterday, I go back to the job he did on him and Terrence Steele on that pass to George Pickens that helped set up the last touchdown. That dime.
What is the text?
Dude, I mean, what do you expect? I mean, you've asked some off-the-wall questions already. So, I mean, you're feeding right into the folks. I mean, what'd you expect with that?
People are saying we love O-line.
We do. What's not to love about it? I mean, look, you won that game on Sunday in the trenches,
and you're going to continue to win games. George Pickens is great.
Dak's a whole hell of a lot better of a quarterback when he's got time to throw. Yes. Javonte Williams is a whole hell of a lot better running back when he's not getting hit in the backfield. So that's what I'm saying. This game on Sunday, this game Thursday.
Make O-lineman great again.
Make O-lineman great again. You're damn right about that. And look, say what you want. This team has had some questionable draft picks over the last 4 or 5 years. We can look no further than the 2023 draft class, which has, 2 people left on it? Mm-hmm. 3. What do you got? Overshown, who, again, is a star in the making, provided he can stay healthy. Scooney, who's, get his obligatory one target a game. And then Nate Thomas, who was your 7th round draft pick that year, who's going to be starting for you at left tackle. And, oh, by the way, came in on I can't even get my day straight, came in Sunday and played his ass off. In fact, had a great block on that Dak touchdown run as well that helped kind of spring him loose.
That's a Scooney, man.
What's that?
Doesn't get enough love, Schoonmaker.
I'm going to tell you something about Schoonmaker, boy. Let me tell you something. That dude, outside of that Commanders game last year, we had that dime that Cooper Rush threw to him. I don't think we've heard from him since.
Yeah.
What's he caught? 1 pass? 2? Scooney, if you're listening, 877-881-101. We love you, bro.
I just love how they keep deploying him on routes. Like they throw him on wheel routes where it's like a 40-yard catch.
And he had a step. He did have a step on the guy. Just didn't have the wheels that Dak thought he did. Okay, this is Tyler Booker, who, like I said, will have his hands full once again. Now, the one thing about Chris Jones, he does move up and down that defensive line for the Kansas City Chiefs. Look, there are going to be times where you see him lined up against a BB or against a Smith or a Booker. Then you might see him lined up against Terrence Steele or Nate Thomas.
Would you take him getting a sack in this game? The line was 0.5.
Yeah, I would take Chris Jones getting a sack.
Okay. We see where his alliance is starting to fall as the game gets closer. I take Rashee Rice over 300 yards too.
He helped lead that comeback on. So anyway, you don't get me started. See, I see what you're trying to do here. Tyler Booker, what are your thoughts on Chris Jones Thursday?
He's very fluid with his hands, very fluid within the hips. Even when he's moving laterally, he's still gaining ground. So you have to make sure that you're staying in front of him and staying in position the whole time. And somebody that I grew up watching, so I'm very excited to play him this Thursday.
He's going to have his hands full. But, again, playing against this Philadelphia Eagles front on Sunday, I think is only going to help prepare him. And then, again, this is, the 3rd or 4th game in a row? Well, I take that back because Guyton will not be there. But, again, Nate Thomas, this is not going to be his first start. Started, against the Jets, if I'm not mistaken. So
he's got a couple spot starts here.
He's had some spot starts.
He came in when guys have gotten injured.
This much we do know. This isn't like last year when Awesome Richards came in and you were saying, okay, let's just hope for the best.
I'm like PTSD for Cowboys fans. Chuma Adoga.
That's it,
Those
right? I mean,
we're giving up 4 sacks this game.
You know what I'm saying? So, what makes this Thursday, a little more palatable from that standpoint is that you're not concerned. I mean, there's a little bit of a concern. I mean, he's still only the second year, played no football at all last year, but Nate Thomas is a pretty damn good.
You don't hear his name getting called on the PA all night.
No, I mean, look, they thought enough of him to where they basically lit a fire under Terrence Steele's ass and said, "Hey, we're going to open up the competition."
And correct me if I'm wrong, because it's been a while, so I could be wrong. But when we thought that Guyton was going to be out for the year at the beginning of the year, wasn't the first guy named in his replacement Nate Thomas?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I thought from the beginning of the year they've been believing him, because we just started throwing out names left and right.
Akeem was another name that had been thrown out there, which God bless, we were thank God he didn't have to step in. Where is Akeem anyway? Do we know?
He just keeps getting inactive.
877-881-1053 Rock Chalk. All right, this is Shoddy talking about what does a win like this from Sunday do for this Cowboy football team?
Yeah, I think so. I think it shows us what we're capable of for sure. I think I love where we are from a defensive standpoint over the last couple of weeks. I think that's been huge for us. I think when you just see the way we've played really the last, I'll say 6 of the last 8 quarters, because the first half wasn't our best half of football. But more than anything, I think it's the confidence that the team has. And again, played really well against the Raiders, really for most of the game, and the ability to bounce back. I think that confidence is more important for me than, the main objective is to win. We expect to win, but there's a lot that we can draw from that game with how we won and how we ended up finding a way to make the plays, and we had to make the plays and get the stops when we had to get the stops. And, we know we have put ourselves in a position where you got to keep stacking wins. And this week will be no different. Very difficult against a very good team in Kansas City.
Blake, can you win a game in the first quarter?
Nope. Can you win a game in the second quarter?
No. Can you win a game in the third quarter?
No.
Can you win a game in the fourth quarter?
Yeah! I will say there was a lot of good buzz about that. A lot of people loving Shoddy, man. I haven't seen very many negative comments. Like, people are loving, put football aside, just like his leadership. Just that's what we talk about all the time. That's what a head coach has to do. Schematics is one thing, calling the plays, using your timeouts. That's what Woolchuck and us and Brian will break that down, yada, yada. But when it comes to like just leadership and holding egos together and getting the guys inspired, I will say there's been a couple times they've come out flat now where they don't start the game great. So you don't love
Arizona.
that. You don't love that from the coach. But he's saying something right in the locker rooms, because a lot of times in the second half they've come out a little bit better of a team.
And you hear them. When you hear the guys echoing what the coach is saying and playing it over and over again, like what's the one thing we kept hearing Shoddy talk about? Got to keep stacking wins. Almost every piece of audio that Blake and I got on Sunday, almost every single player said the exact same thing. We got to keep stacking wins. So all that tells me is that, look, his message is resonating with the guys. All right, last thing, CeeDee Lamb, already we know about his troubles. What do you have to say? Is he going to keep dropping passes or what?
I mean, you just find ways to get better. You want to be solution-oriented and not really much dwell on the problem. Granted, we know the problem. I need to catch the ball. But other than that, man, we'll be fine. When I do catch it, just be ready.
Okay. I mean,
sure.
You talked about it. I think it was you, Chiafalo, and Wooly talked about this yesterday. We were doing it. I don't know if we necessarily got this during crosstalk, but we were talking about it during one of the breaks as far as, when it comes to CD. Would you have liked to have seen him talk after the game Sunday? Sure, he didn't. All right. He talked to the media today. Obviously, people are, being jovial. His mind's in the right place. I think we can all kind of just scuttle let's trade. We can only keep one. Look, CeeDee's done a tremendous job as one of the best wide receivers in football. He's due to have a game or two where he's not having his best performance. I fully expect him to play at a elite level on Thursday. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes off and everybody can kind of put what are we going to do about CeeDee George? I think it's going to be a good problem to have after Thursday.